Hi everyone, happy Easter. This is a beautiful time of the year. For this project, you're gonna need a painted egg, like this green one or the pink one. And you're gonna need a metallic marker pen, like this recollection one I used. As you can see, I already sketched out the pattern on a piece of paper before I started this video. You can go ahead and do the same or just follow along the video. So let's get started. At first, we're gonna create a chain of drops from top of the egg all the way to the bottom of the egg. Once you finish the chain, you're gonna do exactly the same thing in opposite direction. So they create a whole circle around the egg. Once the chain of the droplets are done around the egg, we're gonna start doing these small curvy lines coming from the connections of the droplets, both to the left and to the right. And the end of the lines are curved backwards towards the middle line. Once the first side is done, the same pattern needs to be repeated on the opposite chain as well. Now that our initial pattern is all done all around the egg, we can start creating the main flower. The main flower has a solid middle, and then the petals, the 5 petals, are connected to the middle of the flower. Once the flower is done, we're gonna create small birds between those petals. They look like small birds to me, but they could be just lines, going inside towards the center of the flower and coming out a little. They are quite short. I also made some decorating lines inside the petals so they look more realistic, at least a little bit. And the next round, we're gonna do another 5 petals. They go around the birds and they are meeting with the neighboring ones on top of the inside flower petals. Next, we're gonna duplicate the petals we just drew, starting from the connection of 2 petals and making them slightly larger than the previous one. Once we are done with our flower, we're gonna draw small lines between the outer layer of petals and the inner layer of petals. Now that our inner layer is done, we're gonna repeat the same pattern with the birds and the petals, starting from the middle of the inner layer petals and then doubling them with the lines. Finally, we're gonna draw these tendril-like lines between the connections of those petals and small droplets on top of the two curvy lines. They don't necessarily have to touch. I left a little bit of space between them. And we're done with one side. Yay! Now we're gonna repeat the exact same pattern on the opposite side of the egg. We are all done. Look at it. It looks so beautiful. This gold looks very good in the dark green. As you can see, I decorated another egg with slightly different pattern. It didn't turn out as well because I used silver on orange, and it's really hard to see unless you point it towards the light. But feel free to use any color you'd like and experiment a little bit. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a happy Easter with your family.